Hi, I'm Kenneth Wajda. I'm a professional photographer here in Colorado. Welcome to another one of my photography talks. So today I'm going to talk about future generations. So I wrote a post called "Your Great-Grandchildren Are Going to Hate You." No, really. That was the title. And the goal is to try to get people to see that it really matters that you print your photos and make them into something that is physical, that can be stored and kept. In the case of a hard drive failure, you don't have that. And in some sense, none of those photographs really exist. And I was thinking about how we are really in this space where we think we're taking so many photos, and I think the more we take, the more we get to the point where there's like, it's almost insignificant. And it feels like the quantity, it's almost like anything where you can, if you have too much of something, it can become a problem. And as photographers or snapshotters or as phone users, people are shooting, 800 pictures. Who wants to edit 800 pictures? So most people just aren't. And my issue with that is those photos are all going to get put onto a hard drive or onto a cloud service, and you think you're safe, but cloud services close, or hard drives fail, or phones get lost, and people lose those photos and they never print them. And I'm not advocating it as a digital film thing where only film is good because then you can print them, because you can print digital photos, but people just aren't. And I'll put a link to the article so you can see it below. But my goal was to shine a light on the fact that what we do is important. Snapshots of family are really quite important. It's obvious that they're important when there's a flood or a fire. The first thing people take when they're running out of the house before they can escape is usually the photo albums. Now I'm not sure what they're taking because there are no photo albums and the photos are gone. But there's just none being made right now. And I think that that's a real short-sightedness of this generation, because we're fooled by this idea that there's so many. But that doesn't mean that they are existing. And I even go to the point of saying, if you're taking photos of that concert, you're missing it. If you're taking pictures of those fireworks, you're missing them. And not the photographer who's doing an art project with fireworks, but I'm talking about the person holding their phone up in front of their face the whole time and missing it. Nobody's ever going to watch those photos or look at those videos of those events like that. And I had a little thing with my niece got married, and all my family sent really bad photos right away on Facebook and via email to me. And I thought, now, of all things, why are you taking those photos when there's a professional photographer who will get the photos to us and we'll see them done well? And they're like, yeah, but they're right now. And I'm like, I'm really willing to wait. I'm not in that big of a hurry to see them poorly as opposed to done well. And I asked my father, did he bring any snacks to the catering table? Or did he bring any flowers to the reception for decoration? And he said no. I said, because there was a professional doing those. Well, there was a professional photographer too. So why is everybody taking pictures? I wonder if there's a little sense that people are a little bit bored by ceremony. And you get to that point where you're like, I don't know, I just want to take pictures because it's something to do. And I can agree with that. I can see that sometimes. And it also gives you a license to have your phone out. You can check your email while you're at the wedding. But I don't think that that's the right way to participate in something and to really experience it. And so my post is all about, maybe we're just wasting time and missing things if we're keeping this device in front of us. Again, it's mostly talking to the phone shooters, not so much the photographers who are serious. But unless it's being printed later and it's actually going to be used for something, it's almost like, why are we doing it? It just doesn't make any sense to me. And it feels like it's a short-sightedness for a future generation who's going to want to see that picture of your kids growing up and you as an adult and as a grandparent to them. Those photos will be lost if they're just put inside that collection of quantity that is so overwhelming that nobody knows what to do with it. And then nobody does anything with it. And then they're gone. Can you imagine in 50 years where those photos that you took last month, where are they going to be? If they're all digital and they're on some cloud or on Facebook, or in 50 years, where will they be? They'll probably be gone. All right, that's today's photography talk. I'll put a link to the article below. If you're enjoying these, hit the subscribe button. If you have any way to support, please hit the Patreon, and thanks so much for watching.